Hi everyone, welcome to your final week of your Insurance for Pharmacy Technicians course. This week we do not have any new material, so you're going to be going back and making sure that you are familiar and comfortable with your material since the midterm so that you can prepare for your final. So the chapters that you're going to be covering this week are going to go back to week 6. So you're going to be looking at chapter 4. Which was all about Medicare and things like that. You're going to be looking at Chapter 5, which was Medicaid and some of the other federal types of insurance. You're going to be looking at Chapter 6, which was where we started looking at how to actually complete a pharmacy claim. And then you're going to be looking at the material from last week, which was Chapter 7, which is that whole adjudication process. So make sure that you are comfortable with and familiar with all of those things before you get ready to start this week on the final exam. Now, I would also encourage you to go back and look at your answers and things like that from your weekly tests each week and see if you had any problems, questions, things like that as you go through them. So those are just a couple of things that you're going to want to look at and start with in order to be prepared for this week's final. Now, the other thing I want to point out to you, and let me just pull this up real quick. Here is an example of what it's going to look like when you are logged into Canvas. So when you're in Canvas, if you have not already done so, take a moment to click on the grades section. And once you do that, it's going to show you, and this is, of course, a test student. It's not an actual person. So all of the scores are 0 on these, obviously. Nothing's been turned in. But if you have anything here that is a blank like this or has a very, very low score, that's something that is a opportunity for you. So if you have nothing there, that means it hasn't been turned in, and you can go ahead and turn that in. The only exceptions to that are discussions. Discussion boards close at the end of the week, and those are not available any longer. However, the assignments and the quizzes are still open all the way through the end of the course. So take the time to go back and see if you are missing any of those. Those can still be turned in. The other thing I'd like for you to do is to look and see if you have something that has a very low score. If you have something that has a very low score, take the opportunity to go back and look at it. See, what did you do wrong? This might be something that you can review to be better prepared for the final. The other thing that you might want to consider is reaching out to me and just saying, hey, Ms. Davis, is there something I can do? Can I redo that assignment? Can I redo that quiz? Those types of things. So that's what I want you to do when you look at this section. Okay, so those would be the to-dos for this week. First is preparing for that final exam. And then second is going back to see where you at with your score. Where are you at compared to where you want to be, right? Because obviously when you go down to the very bottom here, it's going to give you a total. So if you are on yours, you're going to see where you at right now. If you have not done the survey, it's probably already closed, but you can double check. If the survey is still open, you can turn that in. But mainly the assignments and the assessments are the two areas that you can improve upon, which would then improve your total overall score. So that's what you want to focus on between now and the end of the course, which is Thursday. So make sure everything is turned in and completed by Thursday of next week. If you are not sure about something, if you are unclear on dates, things like that, please make sure that you are reaching out to me to ask those questions. And also, just take the time to prepare. You've got 4 hours for that final exam, so don't try to rush through it. So if there's anything at all that I can help you with before the course ends, please make sure that you reach out to me, and have a great last week.